We have big news right now. McDonald's is now rolling back all of its DEI programs, ending the push for greater diversity in the workforce following conservative backlash.
You really know why? You want to know why they're doing this and they're having the balls to do this? It's because we're too passive about this. We still running up in these stores that are telling us we're not good enough. We don't take things serious anymore. We let all this shit roll off our backs like it's not gonna affect us. How you gonna give your money to tell somebody you not good enough? You gonna actually pay them to tell you you ain't shit? That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. I'm tired at this point, but we knew that this was going to be one of the impacts of the incoming administrations. We knew that this was going to happen. We knew that companies like Art were going to do what they're going to do. And McDonald's joining the ranks does not surprise me.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are unpacking a major shift in corporate America. McDonald's, the fast food giant that we all know, has made headlines as it becomes the latest company to roll back on its diversity initiative, citing last year's Supreme Court decision on affirmative action. But here's the twist. This move hasn't gone unnoticed. Black community is making its voices heard with a growing backlash and calls for a boycott. Why are companies like McDonald's, Walmart, and others retreating on diversity, equity, and inclusion? And what does this mean for the marginalized communities who have fought for representation? I want us to watch these videos that I've gathered for you guys. Every clip and every stitch that you'll be seeing on our today's episode, credits belongs to the original creators of these videos that you'll be seeing on your screens. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, my good name is Gracey D. Kindly consider subscribing to the channel, give this video a like, and let me know what your thoughts are on the comment section. So let's dive right ahead to today's video and we'll come back with more commentary.
We have big news right now. McDonald's is now rolling back all of its DEI programs, ending the push for greater diversity in the workforce following conservative backlash, along with a recent Supreme Court decision on affirmative action. Just 4 years after launching a push for more diversity in its workforce, McDonald's is now ending some of its diversity practices. Specifically, McDonald's said that it will retire specific goals for achieving diversity at senior leadership levels. It'll also end a program that encourages its suppliers to develop diversity training and to increase the number of minority group members represented within their own leadership ranks. It will also pause all, quote, external surveys. Now, other companies like Lowe's and Ford suspended their participation in annual surveys by the Human Rights Campaign that measures workplace inclusion for LGBTQ Americans. And this could be what McDonald's is referring to here. As always, comment below your thoughts, spread the word, and follow along to stay up to date on all you need to know, both here and all my other social platforms, just at the link in my bio for more. Stay tuned.
So I'm just trying to enjoy my morning coffee and announces that they're going to roll back their DEI goals. I'm tired at this point, but we knew that this was going to be one of the impacts of the incoming administrations. We knew that this was going to happen. We knew that companies like Art were going to do what they're going to do. And McDonald's joining the ranks does not surprise me, because essentially at the end of the day, it boils down to the money. And unfortunately, because of the rulings about affirmative action, about different cases saying that things that promote diversity, equity, inclusion are considered discriminatory, which, okay, have come into light more recently, this was going to happen. What decision in rolling back DEI, they're going to do it more at the senior leadership level and also the supplier chain level. This matters because when you have people like me who are in senior level positions in my role, this matters because it's already hard enough to get those spots. It's already hard enough when we are competing with people who don't even have half of the credentials that we have, don't even have half of the experience or knowledge. When you are excluding people from really competing for those jobs, you're doing people a disservice. When you are excluding people, you are also excluding their cultural knowledge, different practices that they can bring to the table to amplify and improve your business practices by Deciding to do this is going to have more of an impact at the community level with the partnerships when it comes to amplifying other creatives of color or an inclusionary space. And then another thing that they decided to roll back was diversity at the supplier level. And to give context, already had an issue with Black franchisee and owners coming to them about a discriminatory lawsuit of how McDonald's treats their Black-owned franchisees, right? And I think this was back in like 2020, 2021, around the protests, the time period everyone got on board with the DEI. But this speaks to a greater issue. We talk all the time about how we have to build our own, how we have to create our own, money and generational wealth, et cetera, et cetera. We can't get there unless sometimes we align with bigger companies to give us those contracts or give us space to actively compete with other companies to create that capital. And I know before y'all say, well, we shouldn't be relying on those companies. We don't have the capital, though, to amplify ourselves ahead because statistically wise, we don't have enough money to do those things to really amplify and move forward. That's the truth. And unless we have investments from bigger companies to help us propel ahead, we have to take out loans, which let us get approved for the loan first. But we have to take out loans or ask for friends and family to invest, or sometimes work still our full-time jobs while we're building a company at night or on the weekends, while others are able to fully throw themselves into their business to build faster. The starting line for us was already way back in the bleachers while other people were down on the field getting ready to run. You expect for us to go from the bleachers now to the parking lot. That's what these things are going to do. Now we're in the parking lot. Now the finish line, the starting line is pushed back even further for us. And we are still expected to be twice as good. We are still expected to perform at a higher level. But we can't keep performing from the parking lot while you're already on the field halfway to the finish line. Okay, bye.
Well, looks like McDonald's is up next, guys. McDonald's has just announced that they are joining in with Walmart and they're rolling their DEI programs back. But you really know why? You want to know why they're doing this and they're having the balls to do this? It's because we're too passive about this. We still running up in these stores that are telling us we're not good enough. Walmart brings out a little funky imitation Birkin bag, and we run up in there like they giving away $1 million. We don't take things serious anymore. We let all this shit roll off our backs like it's not gonna affect us because we can't see 5 minutes down the road. But it's gonna cost us in the end. Yeah, we're gonna get a real huge bite in our ass because we run around here like la 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 la, nothing's going on. I'm just in the world. I'm just walking around la 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 la. When it's a full-fledged war going on out here against black people, and we're contributing to it. I wish I would walk up at McDonald's. I wish the freak I would give them my money to tell me I ain't shit, that I don't have a place in this country, that I don't have a spot in this entire country where I can go and be respected, appreciated, and valued. But they want your money. How you gonna separate your money from your pride? How you gonna give your money to tell somebody you not good enough? You gonna actually pay them to tell you you ain't shit? That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. You want to talk about some real self-hate? It's to patronize somebody who tells you you ain't worth it. You're not good enough. We don't need you. We don't want your kind around. And you go give them your money? know I respect myself. I have self-pride. I don't have low self-esteem. I don't have self-hate in me. Nobody's gonna tell me what I am or what I am not worth. You do not hold who I can be. That's up to God above and God above only. But we run around here and give these people like McDonald's. We're gonna run up in there and buy all their little burgers and shit and get the worst service there is. But you still gonna run there and give them their money even after they tell you they don't want y'all ass nowhere around them. What do you think getting rid of the DEI programs is about? It's so they don't have to deal with you on certain levels. The levels that you weren't on in the 70s and the 80s. That you couldn't get up to them levels. But now, with the DEI programs, they have to deal with you. And if they're not made to, guess what? They won't. But y'all keep running around here pussyfooting on popping coochie and twerking and walking around with fake bags. You keep it up. Keep walking around here with your head in the sand like what's going on around you is not going on around you, and watch where your ass wind up in. Y'all get snowed way too easy for me. That white man came out and said a few little bunch of lies, not a few, a bunch of lies, and some of y'all ate it up like y'all was at the family Thanksgiving feast. You so blindsided with your so-called knowledge, with your so-called, oh man, I'm woke, you can't tell me anything. I studied this and I heard that. Man, look, y'all don't wake up and wake up fast while they one by one, inch by inch, taking away your rights. McDonald's is not going to be the last one. Everybody's not going to be a Costco's and stand up. Everybody's not going to be a Costco's and say, no, we're not doing that here. And Costco's, I got you, boo. Trust me, I got you. I'm coming. McDonald's, y'all can suck my big toe. And every time I see a black person running up in Walmart and Sam's and now McDonald's, I just shake my head. That you don't love yourself more than that. Keep it up. Keep paying people to tell you you ain't worth the dirt on the bottom of their shoe. As if you being in a room is gonna funk the room up. Keep giving them your money to tell you ain't shit. McDonald's, I pray that your bottom line goes so bottom you gotta go down to the sewer to see it. The people that help build your brand. Now you want to turn around, yank your pants down and shit in our face. Well, it's time to stop taking this people shitting in your face and snatch your own pants down. Because without black dollars, your profit margin is not as wide. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure you never get another black dollar. Because you damn sure ain't getting mine. And anybody that's in a car with me, pull up at McDonald's, I wish I would. I don't care if the kiddies want it or not. The kiddies have to grow up. I'm not giving the Ku Klux Klan my money to tell me I ain't shit. And yeah, I said it, the Ku Klux Klan. But y'all keep giving them y'all money. Keep going there buying their shit. Keep funding their yachts. Keep funding their jets. Keep funding their billionaire bank accounts. To tell you ain't shit. They laughing at our ass all the way to the bank. But keep laughing. One thing I have learned, justice does come about. Karma is a bitch that don't respect nobody. And when that bitch get on your ass, she ain't getting off and can't nobody pull her off. Therefore, I'm wishing karma on all you bitches. I hope she come up there and show her entire ass. Because some of you are not going to get it until your bottom is dropped out. And let's see how you deal with it. McDonald's next. Who next after McDonald's? And y'all need to look at this and see how they're getting so emboldened, and ask yourself, why are they all of a sudden getting so emboldened to tell you to your face that you less than? Why all of a sudden are they finding all these big balls to stand 10 toes down with their full chest and say this shit right to your face? You know why they got it? Because you ain't doing nothing about it, and they know you ain't gonna do nothing about it. They know you gonna want your comfort, your comfort zone, your ease. They know you gonna take the less amount of time and effort to get what you want, that you gonna run up in there just for the convenience of it all. And because you need that convenience so much, they taking that and putting that rope around your neck, and they strangling y'all ass up. McDonald's, I ain't gonna even say it, but your day coming. Y'all stay y'all ass out of McDonald's, stay out of Sam's, and stay out of Walmart. Get yourself some self-pride and learn how to tell these people that they do not get to determine your value. If you are not valued, your money is not valued. Therefore, you're not giving it to them. Can you please just stand up, please?
Let's talk about McDonald's scaling back their diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts. According to their website, they are no longer setting aspirational representation goals, and they've retired their pledge to diversify suppliers. Aspirational goals, that's just a fancy way of saying, look, we wanted to look good in the moment, but we're actually not that committed. And let's be so for real. How can you champion diversity if you won't put real numbers or resources behind it? Like, you can't really champion anything without that. It's interesting how anything with the word diverse or diversity is seeming to be removed quietly from agendas from a lot of big corporations out here. At the end of the day, my real question really comes down to is, what has McDonald's actually really done? Their DEI efforts seem more like a marketing trend than a movement for real change. So what do you all think? Like, is this a step for corporations, like backwards, or was it never really real to begin with? I'm Semhar, Inclusion's big sister. Thanks for watching.
Won't he do it? Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. I eat a lot of McDonald's.
Way more than I should.
Right here's the neighborhood McDonald's. But then I heard they're getting rid of their DEI. So like QT next door, I started flipping out. Right? But then guess what happened? Less than a week ago, Popeyes pulled up. Yes. You want to drop your DEI? Popeyes pulled up.
Yeah, McDonald's is like they're getting rid of their DEI, and Popeyes is like, hold on, let me pull up. Let me take care of my people.
So McDonald's, I didn't even know that was still a thing anymore. McDonald's has rolled back its DEI too. I personally will be at Costco eating the hot dogs instead, because they have full DEI programs, and refused their own shareholders to roll back their DEI programs. But McDonald's said, F it. We're not even going to do surveys anymore to see what you think about our policies. Done. Yeah. I mean, if you want sawdust-filled soybean burgers, if that, there you go. But I thought everybody had quit going there anyways. But yes, McDonald's has rolled back its DEI programs completely now, also including their suppliers and their business partners. So, yeah.
Yeah, guys, that is what's happening, and that's why I always keep on saying it's always good to be on the lookout on what's happening and what's trending, or watching the news and get updated on what's happening. So yeah, this is the last time I actually did a video about a company rolling back on DEI was Walmart, and people really boycotted Walmart for Black Friday. Like most of the Walmarts in the States, they didn't make that good of sales as they do on other Black Fridays that we usually have. Now Black community and Black people are calling out for a boycott for McDonald's. And actually there are some people that I was seeing on the comments saying I stopped going at McDonald's like long time ago, and I do actually understand them, because why would I be spending my money at a place where I'm not appreciated? Why would I be taking my money to people that just need my money but they don't see my value? And that is just the way I kind of think about it. I did a little bit of research on how this is gonna affect some marginalized communities. There's gonna be fewer opportunities for representation, and this means the rollback of diversity initiative may limit opportunities for underrepresented groups to secure leadership positions or other roles within the company, reducing workplace diversity, which is quite sad. Erosion of economic progress. Marginalized communities may lose access to targeted programs that supported their career growth, potentially stalling progress toward closing economic disparities. Widening racial wealth gap. As companies scale back programs aimed to equity, fewer resources and mentorship opportunities will be available, widening the racial wealth gap. There's also gonna be community disconnection. This means some groups may feel This means marginalized groups may feel alienated from companies like McDonald's, which have historically marketed heavily to Black and brown communities. This disconnection could foster mistrust and harm community relations. And impact on supplier diversity. If corporate diversity efforts include supplier programs, small businesses owned by minorities might face fewer opportunities to partner with these corporations. There's also going to be potential job discrimination. Without DEI safeguards, marginalized employees could experience more discrimination or bias in hiring, promotions, and workplace culture. And this is quite sad, because these are actually things that have been happening. Like there has been job discrimination for quite a long time that I've always heard and see people talk about. And as this lady was saying, the first lady that was actually talking on this video, and she was saying on how back around in 2020, around 2022, how Black suppliers were complaining on how they were being treated by McDonald's, and like Black franchise, like how they were treated by McDonald's. And this was a thing that people were discussing back at that time. And if there is not gonna be any more of DEI, and then what's gonna happen? Then it's gonna be more worse than it has been, with all that we've been seeing, people missing on opportunities just because of their color, or just because they are not palm colored people. They may lose on opportunities that meant for them, and someone might get your position. Like you can go to an interview and they pick on another person just because you're melanated, or just because you're melanin, they're gonna pick on another person. And it's quite sad to see that so many companies are actually rolling back on DEI because of conservative pressure. And I don't even know how it's gonna be for the next 4 years. It seems like now that it's already January 2025, and I'm sure there's gonna be more companies. There have been more companies that have done this. I had done there's a group of companies that I had, like Walmart, there's John Deere, there's Harley-Davidson, and there are other companies that have done these. And there might be more companies that are going to do this year, or maybe this January, who knows. And it's quite sad to just think about that companies will just sit down and they don't want to have anything to do with DEI anymore, and not thinking about these groups that will be affected on them rolling back on DEI. You know what your thoughts are on the comment section. Give this video a like. Thank you so much for watching up to this part. If you have watched up to this part and you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, kindly consider subscribing to the channel. And until the next episode, bye.